Hello students, welcome to JRF with Ria. Today we are going to discuss about the dispersons. Dispersion is concerned with the spread of value in a set of data, or in other words, it measures the degree of heterogeneity in the data. An important characteristic about it is that it determines the degree which its observations will vary along themselves. Naturally, when all the values in a distribution are identical, dispersion is zero. Normally, there are two types of such measure: absolute measure and relative measure. The first absolute measure is range. The range of a set of data is simply the difference between the smallest and the largest value in the data set. It is the simplest of all measures of dispersion and does not concern each observation. It is affected solely by the extreme value symbolically. Range is equal to largest value minus smallest value. For the group data, the value will indicate the class boundary. Largest value is equal to upper boundary and smallest value is equal to lower boundary. Now come on to the quartile deviation. The quartile deviation is defined as the semi-interquartile range. It is depend on the upper and lower quartile values and does not concern the variability of the largest 25% or the smallest 25% of the observations. Symbolically, the quartile deviation is given by QD is equal to Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. For the calculation of QD, you must need to know the calculation of quartiles. Here Q1 is equal to L plus 1 into N by 4 minus capital F divided by small f into W. And here Q3 is equal to L plus 3 into N by 4 minus capital A divided by small f into W, where L is equal to lower class boundary, N is equal to total frequency, capital F is the just before cumulative frequency, small f just before frequency, and W is the interval. Now come on to the problems. Here the problem is calculate the QD from the given data set. Here are the class limits and the frequency. So firstly you need to calculate the calculation table. You need to prepare the calculation table. Okay. In this there are class limit, class boundaries, frequency, interval and less than type of cumulative frequency. Firstly, we have to put the class boundaries. We all know class boundary is equal to okay, and the next is 49.5 to 69.5. Here 69.5 to 89.5 and 89.5 to 109.5. 109.5 and 109.5 to 129.5. Here the 129.5 to 149.5. Now we have to calculate the summation of frequency. Summation F will be the 60. Okay. Now you have to measure the interval. This is the interval will same for all the class boundaries. The all will be 20. Now come on to the less than type of cumulative frequency. The next is 4 plus 7. 4 plus 7 is equal to 11. 11 plus 11 is equal to 22. 22 plus 15 is equal to 37. 37 plus 10 10 is equal to 47. 47 plus 8 is equal to 55. 55 plus no. Oh, here the frequency was 5. 55 plus 5 is equal to 5. Here the frequency was 5. The last frequency was 5. Okay. Now we need to calculate the Q1. Okay. The Q1 is equal to L Yeah, L plus 1 into n by 4 minus capital F divided by small f into W is equal to L plus 1 into n equal to 60 by 4. Firstly, we need to calculate the n by 4 and then we will put the other values. 15. Now the 15 is come between the 11 and 22. So the capital A value of capital F will be 11. The just before cumulative frequency. Okay, 15 minus 11, and the F will be the frequency. Okay, the just before frequency, the value of frequency will be put here. So W is equal to interval, and L is equal to lower class boundary. So the lower class boundary of these values are 49.5. Okay, 49.5 plus 15 minus 11 divided by 11 into 20 is equal to 7.27. Now 49.5 plus answer will be the 56.77. So the value of Q1 will be 56.77. Now calculate the Q3. The Q3 is equal to L plus 3 into n by 4 minus F divided by F into W. Here L plus 3 into 60 by 4 minus F divided by F into W. Okay. 60 divided by 4 into 3 is equal to 45. 45 minus 37 divided by the frequency is 10 into, and the lower class boundary of this value is 89.5. 89.5 plus as an interval is equal to 20. 45 minus 37 divided by 10 into 20 will be 16. Okay, plus 89.5 is equal to 105.5. So the value of Q3 is 105.5. Now we will calculate the quartile deviation. The quartile deviation is equal to Q1 plus Q3 divided by 2. The 56.77 plus 105.5 divided by 2. 56.77 plus 105.5 to 83.38. Okay, so the value of QD is 83.38. Okay, that's all for this session. In the next video we will discuss about the mean deviation. Till then, keep watching and keep learning. Thank you for watching.